Hidden quantum people are those who detect a non-pattern option from within this pattern of reality. They are called, led, and even remember. They seek this non-pattern option that is an out-of-the-box way. They know it is viable and obtainable, yet many cannot get a fix on it to instill it into the realness of their life. Like a small sound that is only noticed when it stops. That it existed fails to detail what existed in that moment. And so we journey to this answer. Hidden quantum people are on the cusp of breaking out of their cage, their box. They know what is possible, that the neo, the true new, is possible. They know of the non-pattern, but this is like knowing something only in its absence, where one lacks definition of its proper existence. The technology has not made it out into the mainstream yet, but it is here. Let me outline a system of function for your consideration. Imagine yourself in front of a mirror. The reflection you see of yourself is what the world outside you is, reflection, and also a projected image of yourself from yourself. Now let's move to your body. The you that is the real you instead of the mirror's reflection. That self is also a projection, coming from that which is greater than the sum of its parts. You are only a part of that sum, yet what is possible is only and firstly accessible by this insertion point, this facet of infinite value. Follow my instruction. Make the hand move in the mirror's reflection. How did you achieve this? The self, the you, must move yourself to achieve the desired movement production in the mirror self, correct? Your awareness is what bridges the gap between what is strictly potential and what is real among what is known as reality. Let me drop some more words to reference more analogies. You may be familiar with the Akashic, karmic, the filter, the script. These are all also pattern. Pattern holds nothing truly new. New by time, content, and character, but not a true new, a neo. The pattern has trouble recognizing non-pattern until you begin to do so. That is to say that the pattern which is projected, a projected person normally has pattern. You're already starting at pattern and therefore have trouble recognizing non-pattern. Therefore, the mystery and the life magic and the hidden information fails to show up among the pattern, yet you still may detect it. You must let your projected self detect and begin to recognize this stream of data, this non-pattern stream of information. To let your projected self begin to do this, you do this. You allow the data, that is, whatever information is coming in, to touch your gravity, the concept you have of gravity that you're familiar with personally, the gravity that drags your body downward, your personal gravity, which relates to matter. Remember, the body is important. You let the information touch the gravity and it comes into your projected self to begin to project into reality, your reality. And yet the non-pattern information will still exist. It will still be there. And then it will get projected along with the rest of everything else that gets projected that creates your reality. But you must begin to let the data touch your gravity. Any information that you have coming in can be used in this manner to expand your awareness of the non-pattern. It does not have a connotation in the same way that the question and the answer are the same thing. There is no judgment involved in any of the information. It's just opening a channel. This is what the mage technology has been missing, is that relationship to gravity. Let me talk a little bit about the gravity, because there's going to be a few people that know what the heck I'm talking about, but they're going to get confused right around that gravity concept. So I don't want to give an example for you to actually do. I want to give you some information. There's too many myths out there that are kind of dissimilar to each other. The non-pattern, when you break down the way that I'm saying it, it's a simple explanation that goes across myth as far as mage tech is concerned. So when I say to use the gravity, I'm not going to give you any exercise to do. When you get a piece of data that is non-pattern, when you detect it, whenever you detect it, whether you detect it by its presence or by its absence, whether you detect something there or whether you forget and you feel the gap, either or will work. You let the information and you just touch it with gravity. You just connect it to your own gravity, which I'm sure that you have the capability of doing internally. There is not a process for this, although I do know of a few people who use this process. This is not my own process. I use it. I did not develop it. So what you're doing, what you're going to do is any information coming in, if it's doesn't matter what it is. Let's give a few examples. If it's too much emotion, if it's a lot of emotion, it doesn't, some people say no emotion is ever too much, it's just a lot. If you have an emotion, if you have a judgment, if you have an observation, even if you're just looking at a vase on the table, it doesn't matter what the information is. You connect the information, the sensation, the data, the detection, any of it, all of it, that's all relevant. Just connect it to gravity. That is already non-pattern. People do not do this. Within the box, within the way of thinking in the box, this isn't done. Connecting to gravity is automatically putting you outside of the box. But you're connecting information to your own gravity, that the representation that is you. So this is something that you are understanding. It's going to benefit you.